Hello, welcome to Lesson 1, Seeing Values. So the first word we're going to learn is value. And value is the lightness or darkness of tones or colors. White would be the lightest value and black would be the darkest. So, why do we use value? Well, we use value to show form, right? Form is the way we look at objects and how we can go around objects, right? So, if I have a circle, that looks pretty flat, right? But by using value, I can start to give the circle some concept of form, as if it's in space actually. Yeah? What else does value do? Value can show us the direction of light. So if we have light and it's coming down this way, and we have a box here, we know that this top part's going to be the lightest, and this back part is going to be the darkest. So we can use value to show which way the light is basically coming. So often we start with pen and ink, if you did the drawing class, and you can just make a quick value scale. And this is just 5 tones here. Okay, so that's a quick way to do a value scale using hatching. But we're going to be painting, so we're going to start with pen and ink, or brush and ink, okay? And first thing we're going to do is make 3 different value gradations. We have black already, so we can just take some black onto our brush and put it into the first container. Now see how light this is? This is obviously way too light. So I'm gonna take out some of the water and put some more ink into it. And we really want to make this color fairly dark still, because we're at the bottom of our value scale. That seems to be pretty good. And then here we can just show how black we can go. Now with this color, we'll simply go into the next one up. Just take this color here. This also has too much water in it. Get rid of some of that. And now we've got a lighter gray here. Kind of play around until you get this right. There. And now we've got all of our basic different values in colors. So after you've made your value scale, take a couple of the simple forms. Take your lightest color and just draw a circle. And play around with making these simple shapes. So all we're doing is playing with these basic values and trying to get some form. And we're seeing how just by layering these very slowly, we can start building up some form. Of course, one thing that's always difficult with using these washes is your highlights you just have to leave. So you got to be sure where your highlights are going to go. Good. Once you've done that, you can do just a cube. Good. So now you can do some basic forms and you're starting to understand how these different values can be applied on the canvas and how we can use the blow dryer to help speed up our drying time. Every time we go over this, you can see all those little edges are getting darker now. Good. Let's go on to the next step. So for the third part of this lesson, we're going to try to use these techniques that we've learned and this value scale, and we're going to apply it to something more complicated. And some of you might be looking at this here. You can print this picture in the link below you can find. And you might be thinking that this is too difficult, but I think it's really important to start off with stuff that really challenges us and pushes us. So the first thing you're going to want to do with this drawing is try to make a simple line drawing, right? So you're just kind of following these contours that you see here. And I'm just going to do a really small one here really quickly so you can basically see how I would do it. But this is more just for demonstrative purposes. Obviously, you can take more time and look at, you know, the difference between this dark and this gray. I think we have 5 different tones. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then white would be 5 as well. So approach the white just as the white of your paper, and start going down the line. So the first thing we're going to do is make a quick sketch, just a quick value sketch of this. This is obviously where drawing becomes pretty important. Often, many of the problems with our paintings stem from just not practicing enough drawing. And now I'm going to just quickly kind of erase, kind of knock this down a little bit, because I don't want to see these lines in the finished drawing. So I'm just kind of going to erase these, and then I kind of have this guide down here for how we can proceed. So we're going to start with our darkest first. I usually get my ink and I just have a plop of it there. right? So I can always kind of go back to that to get a little bit more darker color instead of going straight into the ink bottle. And I'm just going to start whacking this away. Just based on this little roadmap that I made. Again, I'm going to be trying to take more time with this, but just for demonstrating purposes, I'll go ahead and quickly. You can see how forms are beginning to take shape. The face is starting to emerge. And once these lines dry, we can make them darker. So let's go on to this next gray. Looks like these sections right in there. Just using a brush here, folks. So that gives you a basic idea how to approach this first 3 assignments. First one is make a value scale with your different colored inks by adding more water to each color or to each drop of ink. Then do some forms and then try to copy this drawing in black and white that has all the values laid out there by using the drawing and layering technique. I could keep going on this for a while, but I just tried to do something quick for a demonstration to give you an idea how you should proceed. So thanks for watching, and see you on lesson 2 coming up soon.